Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called The Sin of Cake is Gluttony, and it's by Waffle Fries. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. We have digits in a cage may not repeat and sum to the total given. So for example, these 3 cells must add up to 22. These 4 cells must add up to 15. These 4 cells must add up to 10, etc., etc., and you cannot have repeats in the cage, so keep that in mind. We also have digits along an arrow sum to the number in the attached circle. So, for example, if this were say 3 and 5, this would have to be 8, because the digits along the arrow must sum to the digit that's in the circle. And that's an example of how the arrow works. Finally, we have digits in cells joined by a black dot are in a 1:2 ratio. That is, one digit will be double the other. Not all dots are given. So for example, if this were say a 2 here, this would have to be 1 or 4 to maintain the 1:2 ratio between them, because there is a black dot between them. And they are known as black Kropke dots here. And that's an example of how black Kropke dots work. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, well, we have these digits add up to 20 plus 20. That's 40. The digits 1 through 9 add up to 45, and since every row has the digits 1 through 9 once each, this then has to be a 5. Well, we know all these digits have to be 1 through 4 to add up to 10, because they are unique, because remember, digits in cages do not repeat. So these are all 1 through 4 here to add up to 10. These digits, so because we have these, all the remaining digits in the rows and the columns they are in, and so I usually use blue for all low digits, which I consider 1 through 4, and red for all high digits, which I consider 6 through 9. And 5s I usually make as pink. So these are all high because we have 4 low digits in the central box. The rest of column 3 and 4 and 6 and 7, and the rest of row 3 and 4 and row 6 and 7 cannot be low, because we have 4 lows in those boxes, in those rows and columns already. So this cannot be low, and it can't be 5, so this has to be high. Same with all of these digits. So these are all high. 24, to add up to 24, has to be 7, 8, and 9. 23 has to be 6, 8, and 9. So those are all high there. 22 could have a 5. And 21, so these cannot have a low. So these are high and 5 here. So the rest of those rows that I highlighted, these are all high. These are all high. The rest of the rows that I indicated have to be low or 5, or sorry, high or 5. We also have in row 5 and column 5, we have 4 high digits and a 5, so that means the remaining digits are all low. We know these are 7, 8, and 9. And these are 6, 8, and 9. And this is in a 1:2 ratio with this, so this cannot be 9, because 9 can never be in a 1-2 ratio with another digit. Same with 5 and 7, because if you take 5, 7, and 9 and you have them, you get 2.5, 3.5, 4.5. If you double them, you get 10, 14, 18, none of which are digits. So this is 7, 8, 9. We have 6, 8, 9 here, 6, 8, 9 here, 6, 8, 9 here. We are guaranteed in row... Okay, this is higher 5 also. We are guaranteed in rows 3 and 4 and in rows 8 and 9. We have a guaranteed 8 and 9 in both of those rows already. Right? Because this must be 6, 8, and 9 here. This must be 7, 8, and 9 there, because those are the only digits which add up to 24 and 23 respectively. Same with these. So that means we cannot have 8 and 9 anywhere else in those rows. So this cannot be 8 or 9. These can't be 8 or 9. And in fact, actually, we need a 5 in each of these rows. Where is the 5? Well, in row 3, the 5 cannot be any of these because these are low, and these have to be high because this sees 5 there, and these must be 7, 8, 9, and 6, 8, 9 respectively. So this has to be a 5 here. And in row 4, it's the same. This has to be a 5 here because there's no other place for it in row 4. Well, this being a 5 means this cannot be 5 here. Where is the 5 in this left central box then? It can only be here. So that's 5, which eliminates 5 from being here. 5 here eliminates 5 from being here. This 5 eliminates 5 from being there. So where is 5 in row 7 then? Can't be any of these cells, so it must be here. Similarly, where is 5 in this lower central box? It can't be any of these cells because of the way that these are all low. These are all high, so therefore this must be 5 here, which eliminates 5 from being one of those two cells. Where is this 5 eliminates 5 from being here? Where's 5 in column 3? It must be here. And we don't know which one of these is a 5. We don't know which one of those is a 5, but we have 5s everywhere else. So let's remove that for now so that we can make all of these actual 5s. Then we can put them back in. So these are 5 or high. This cannot have a 5 here, and it cannot have a low. So that means at minimum, it's 6, 7, and 8, which exactly adds up to 21. So this is 6, 7, 8. This adds up to 22 without a 5, so this must be 6, 7, and 9. Because we can't have 5, 8, and 9 there. Okay. This is a high digit. This is a high digit. We have a guaranteed... So just like we can't have 7 or 8 remaining, well, actually, yeah. This can't be 8 or 9 remaining because we have an 8, 9 pair guaranteed in those rows. So this must be 6 and 7. Since this is a 6, 7 pair, this can't be 6 or 7, it's 8 and 9. 8 and 9 to add up to 20 must be with 1 and 2. 6 and 7 then must be with 3 and 4 here. That leaves this as 1, 2, 1, 2 pair in the box. This is 3, 4, 3, 4 pair in the box. We have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in this lower central box. So this cannot be 7, 8, 9. It's 6, which makes this 8, which makes that 9. 8 is in a 1-to-2 ratio with 4. This 8 eliminates 8 from being here. So 8 has to be one of these two digits here, which eliminates 8 from being here. So this is 9, which makes that 8. 9 eliminates 9 here. So one of these two digits is 9. 9 eliminates 9 from being here. This is a 7, 8 pair. 8 eliminates 8 from being here. So it's 7. This can't be 7 or 8. It's 9. This 7 eliminates 7 here. So that's 8. Okay. This is in a 1 to 2 ratio. And it cannot have 4 or 8. So it cannot be 1 and 2 because that would eliminate all possibilities for that cell there. So this has to be 3, 6 as a pair. So in this box to add up to 15, we have 3 and... That's too big. Is that? No, 3 and 6. No, that's fine. 3 and 6 add up to 9. Plus 4 is 13. Plus 2 adds up to 15. So this is 2. This is 1 then. 3 and 6 as a pair eliminates 3 and 6 in the rest of the box. So this is 7. That eliminates 7 here and 7 here. So where is a 7 in row 6? It must be here. So that's 7. That means this digit cannot be 7 or 8. It's 6 or 9, which means 8 in this cage has to be one of these two digits, or in this box has to be one of these two digits. So therefore, in this cage and in this row, 8 cannot appear because we're guaranteed an 8 there. 2 eliminates 2 here, so this is 1, that's 2. 1 plus 4 adds up to 5, so this is 4, this is 3, which makes that 2. Because of the remaining digits in that box, we don't have repeats. 3 eliminates 3 here, so that's 4. That leaves this digit as a 2 here. 2 and 3 add up to 5. That makes this 1. This can't be 3 or 4, so this is 1 or 2 here. This is 1 or 2 here, 1 or 2 here, which makes this 3, 4 as a pair. But these all have to be 3, 4. Okay, remaining digits in row 8 are 1 and 4. That means these two digits must add up to 10, which it does. 3 and 7. 7 eliminates 7 here, so that's 3 and 7. Okay. Remaining digits here. You're guaranteed a 7. And it can be either with 9 or 6. So 7, 9. Seven and 9 add up to 16, which would force us to be 5 here. 6 and 7 add up to 13, which would force us to be 8 here. So this is 5 or 8. This digit is high, and it cannot be 7 and 9. So this is 6 or 8. We have remaining digits in column 6 are 7, 8, 9. And this can't be 9 because of 9 in the box. So we're guaranteed a 9 here. We are guaranteed a 7 here. So 9 and 8 add up to 17, which would force 5 to be here because that must add up to 22. 7, 9 is 16, plus 6 adds up to 22. So those are the possibilities there. 7 eliminates 7 as a possibility there. We are guaranteed a 2 here because 1 cannot be here, 2 can't be here, 2 has to be one of these two. We are guaranteed a 1 here. And this is 6, 8 as a pair, which forces this to be 7 or 9 because of the 6, 8 pair in the box. And this can't be 9 because of 9 in the column, so it's a 7, which makes that 8, which makes that 6, which makes that 9. These can't be 9, so it's 6, 8 as a pair, which eliminates 6, 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 6 or 8, it's 7, which makes that 6. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 9, which eliminates 9 here, so it's 8, which makes that 7. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 6 and 8. 8 and 6 here eliminates 6 here, so it's 9, which eliminates 6 here. So that's, 9 eliminates 9 here, so that's 6, which makes that 9. 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 8 and 6. So now this adds up to 20 with 9 and 6 being here. That's 15. So that makes this 2 and 3. Well, 3 can't be here because of 3 in the column, so this is 2, that's 3, which eliminates 3 here, so that's 4 and 3 here. 3 and 2 add up to 5, so that's 3 and 2, that's 1, that's 2, that's 1. So that's 1 and 4 adding up to 5 there, which makes that 3. And this must be 1 and 4 here. 4 eliminates 4 as a possibility there. So that's 1, that's 4. 6 eliminates 6 is a possibility. Speaking, 6 is a possibility here, so this is 3, that's 6. 9 eliminates 9 from being there, so this is 6, 7 as a pair, which adds up with 8 to add up to 21. So this can't be high. Sorry, this has to be high, and this can't be high. That means this can't be 5 here, so this must be high, or it must be 5 here. So all the pinks are 5, and this is 6, this is 8. 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 7 and 6. 6 with 7, 9 add up to 22. And 7 eliminates 7 here, so that's 9 and 7. Okay, this then remaining is 1, 2, 4, and 8. 8 cannot be either of these digits, so 8 has to be one of these two digits here, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio. 8 can't be here because of 8 in the column, so 8 has to be here, which is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 4. That leaves 1 and 2 remaining here. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 1 and 4, which makes that 1 and 2 there. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 3 and 4. That leaves 1 and 2 here. This can't be 1 because of 1 in the column. So this is 2, that's 1, and that leaves this as 3 and 9, which makes this 9 and 3 in the corner. But the sin of pi is 0, and it was constructed on March 14th, 2026. So 3.14, which is Pi Day. We are well after Pi Day, but that's okay. So the sin of cake is gluttony, but the sin of pi is 0. But we don't have 0 here. Anyways, 3.1415. I don't know. We almost did it in 15 seconds, or 15 minutes, so that would be... maybe we should have held off another 22 seconds to get 15 minutes exactly. Anyways, that was a pretty interesting solve. I wonder if other people did it similarly to the way I did it. This seems like it could have very many options to go down, which is why this is considered very easy, because there are many paths you could go down to try to solve this, I feel. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.